Let's talk about how you can get your mind warm while I get my body warm. Whether that's team training on the pitch, or if that's on the court, or if it's in the gym, you're probably gonna get warm, because if not, you're not ready. Most athletes would say, yeah, of course I'm gonna do the warm up before I actually start training. In sports science, we even have protocols like ramp or multi-stage warm-ups, where we go through systematically activating our players in a specific order to get the most out of it. The same thing is of course true for our brains, but we never do that. Our brains always try to tell us stories in order to help us feel safe. And if we don't give it information and preparation, it might tell us a story we don't like and is not helpful to our performance. Just like how your warm-up is probably not always your favorite part of your training session, but it's absolutely necessary in order to start, so is your mental warm-up. Please don't start without this. Let me tell you how I get ready. I'm gonna whip out my notebook. I keep mine in my phone. You can do it wherever you want. I used to write it down on paper. I write it on my phone now. I recommend you start writing it down on paper and then transition into however you will continually, consistently do it. None of this matters if you won't continually, consistently do it. And yes, this kind of warm-up needs practice as well to be consistent, efficient, and effective. Same thing as a physical warm-up. Let's set the intention in our brains for the specific training session so that our focus is not just all over the place and so that we're mentally activated going into this. I'm setting my focus with a session goal. My goal of this specific session is working on my high pulls because I'm doing an Olympic lifting power block right now. My cues are each rep 100% and iron hands. Those are my technical focuses and cues today that I'll be sticking to every time I feel myself getting distracted to oversimplify and focus on what I absolutely have to do. And then I wrote down 3 reasons why this training session is going to go well. The first one is because I slept really well, because I was early in bed last night. The second one is I'm really well fueled today. Third is that ich hab Bock. I'm really excited about this training session and went really well last week. I'm seeing progress and can't wait to do it. Now, if this were a competition, for example, and I was about to go out and stand on a field, I might say my goal today is to give everything. Might also say I want to score a couple of goals, maybe at least one, or I want to play at least 70 minutes and stay uninjured. It might be, for example, if I'm doing CrossFit or High Rocks, I want a certain time, or I'm focusing on a certain element. There's many different ways that you can form your session goal, but get as specific as possible, even if it's a competition, even if it's a training session. The reasons that I might write down for why this training session or competition might be going well might be that I've invested months in my training to prepare for this. I love these teammates or this community that I get to do it with, and I have done everything I can in order to be ready. Set the narrative in your head before the narrative sets you. Do not miss a mental warm-up. You wouldn't miss the physical one, especially if you're over 30. It only gets more painful and dangerous. If you struggle with focus, if you struggle with stress, if you feel like your training sessions are there, but you're not entirely efficient or with the program, so go ahead and set the first intention. Give yourself the proof. These are the reasons why it's going to go well. This is the reason why I'm going to achieve my goal. And make that goal something that you can actually achieve within that training session. Just one thing that you're gonna focus on and get after it. Girl, it is 6 degrees up in here. I don't know about that. That bar's about to be so cold.